Hey everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenger. Welcome back to my channel and episode 24. Oh wow, this is the longest series ever. We are pretty much this close from starting to paint and picking colors and whatnot. So I'd say, let me see, it's April 10th today. I said I was going to be done or had to be done by May 3rd. I think it's a possibility. We'll see. Anyway, what am I doing today? You see the ladders already here. I used to have an air conditioner, and let me move that up for you so you can see it right here. All right, we are in the staircase. That's my cathedral ceiling. It's an extension right here to the house, or at least an extension to the roof with a window, and the staircase spirals around it. So back in the days, there was an air conditioner over there, which to me is kind of like a weird placement for an air conditioner because cold air goes down and they put it in the staircase. So basically the air would just go down into the staircase instead of this room. But when we moved in, there is electricity. You can see there's a plug there. The electricity is on. I can plug in whatever I want. But the air conditioner was not working. It was just a fan. And at the beginning we used the fan to circulate the air, whatever, but turned out real fast that we really didn't need it at all. So we basically left it dead because at the time we didn't have any new siding. If we were to remove it, we would have a big gaping hole on the side of the house. So when we had the house sided and insulated 2 years ago, or was it 3 years, can't remember, we had to make a decision. What do we want to do with this particular air conditioner? So I said, well, let's have it removed. But these guys were not doing interior at all. They were only doing exterior. So I had to figure out something with regards to the hole. They put the whole house was insulated with blown in insulation. And on top of it, they put a sheet of insulation. We got a really high R factor in terms of the insulation of the house. And some of you have asked if it made a difference with the heating bill, and yes, it has. It cut it by over half. All right, so if you get a chance, have blown-in insulation in your house and redo the siding, because that made a huge difference for us. But neither here nor there. So anyway, they removed the air conditioner. There was a big hole, and all they did was put a plaque of insulation and then the siding over it. But I ended up with this hole on this side of the wall. So what I did at the time was just put plywood and nailed it in. That was it. And we've lived with that for 2 years. So what I'm going to do today is remove the plywood and reinsert drywall, sheetrock over it and patch it once and for all. I am not doing anything with the electrical plug. It's going to have to stay here. You never know, I may need it at some point. Maybe I'll put a different light in here, since there is no real light except by the side of the stairs. But technically you're supposed to cover them if they're not being used. I may put a cover, I don't know, but I can't put sheetrock over it or anything like that. An electrician has to do that. So that's the kind of stuff that you have to know. Not everything is DIY, all right? If I wanted to patch that electrical plug, I would have to have an electrician come in and disconnect the whole wiring, and then he could patch it. And I don't know how to do that. So we're going to investigate and see what it looks like. I'm going to remove the wood because I have old pieces here of sheetrock. Okay, so imagine there's a big hole. And what you got to do is put pieces of wood inside the wall, screw them from your end of the wall, and they are going to be the support for the sheetrock when you insert it. So it's going to go like this. Otherwise, there's nothing to support the sheetrock. So that's my understanding of the process. I am sure, certain, 100% that something is going to happen somewhere along the line where it's going to be a complete disaster. I have no idea what I'm doing. I built a closet. That's easy. Well, that was somewhat easy because I just had to create the frame and put the sheetrock on it. This, I don't know. I don't know. All right, you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so we are back in business. This is what I was talking about in terms of the window. And then you see that there's only one light available, and that's the one that's above Grandma's medallion. And pretty much my staircase is going all around like this. And when you come up, there's this thing here, which I nailed. Why did I not screw it? Don't ask. I think I only had nails at the time and needed to be done right away. But we'll see. So I'm going to remove this and we're going to see what's behind it. And I have the ladder. That's pretty stable. And for those of you who are afraid of height, I'm sorry, but this is basically what I got to do here. All right. If you remember when I was painting this, I had a plank that was leaning on that ledge here into the window, and that's how I did it. So, but I didn't have a ladder back then, so the ladder may have to stay here because I'm going to need it soon to repaint all of this. All right, let me put the camera on the tripod. Going to remove the nails, and we're going to see what's behind it. Let's see if I can remove these. So this is what the hole looks like. So they did put a piece of plywood before they attached the other piece of insulation. But very obviously I gotta clean all of this. All of this here I gotta clean in order for me to be able to patch. This gotta get cleaned. All of this. It's gonna take me a while. All right, and then this is the old insulation right here. And then we have an encasement here. All right, so there's no air coming out. And this is the old wood. So this was built probably when they rehabbed this attic because it has insulation in it. The rest of the house was not insulated. So that tells me that this is a whole new addition when they rehabbed the attic. So silly me, I thought that I was gonna get clean lines here, but nope. So what I'm gonna do is take my hammer and I'm gonna start chipping away at all this stuff, so that I have a clean edge. Okay, so I cleaned up as much as I could. I removed all the staplers, all of the stuff. And then look, can you see it? There's an old layer of wallpaper right here. It must have looked fabulous when it was wallpapered. Looks blue. I don't know. It's not the same one that was in the bathroom, that much I know. But anyway, all right, I got to sand. I'm going to sand by hand. Very obviously the piece is going to go here and I'm going to screw it in here. There's a lot of patchwork that's going to have to happen over there. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to level this and make it nice so that it doesn't protrude. To be honest, all of this wall here is going to be artwork, so hopefully I can mask it. I don't know, I've never done this before. It looks like it's going to be really a big mess. Really a big mess. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. So after sanding, I got some good angles here and there. Over there, however, I got a big hole, so there's gonna be some serious patching that needs to happen. So I gotta measure my insert, cut my piece, and hope for the best. Hopefully one piece will fit in, at least here to here, and then there'll be a gap in some areas. I'll have to patch that with the compound, and then I'll put the tape over it, and we'll see what happens. 21. I'm gonna do 21 by 15 and a half. Let's see. So far so good. And it's in. So what I need to do is screw it in here and here, and then patch. It's saving me that it's a little bit recessed, so that means that I can add a lot of patch on it. Let me remove this. That's the old tape. So I'm going to tape it here, and then everything else I'm going to put a thick layer like I did for my closet, and then I'll sand it next week. But so far so good. Forgive me if I can't give you too many angles. There's really nowhere to put the camera other than where it is now. Alright, so I'm going to fill out as much as I can. I'll tape afterwards. done. So, because I have a small indentation, remember? I'm going to do the same thing with this that I did with the closet, and I mentioned that. I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to put a thick layer of the compound over it, and then I'll sand everything to even it out. But right now, I don't see much bubbling. It looks like it's going to work. All right, let me clean up. Be right back. So everything's been cleaned, and here we go. That's my patch. Next week I have to sand it thoroughly and we'll be done with it. I think I did an okay job, nothing earth-shattering. I thought it was going to be much harder than what it was, and I'm glad it's done. Hey, in all honesty, 24 weekends doing this kind of stuff, it's getting old, okay? I'm not getting tired or anything, but I just want it to be done so I can move on with another project. This is the longest I've spent on anything. Even my garden didn't take that long. But I'm pacing myself, not for the purpose of stretching videos, but because I just don't want to get exhausted and not do a good job. So I think I did pretty all right with this. We'll see once it's sanded if there is a indentation or a curve. If there is, I'll put more putty on it or a compound. So I think this was probably the shortest video of all of the videos in the series. I am going to go downstairs and film about things I found on the street and at Goodwill as a bonus video for this week. You probably already saw that because I think I posted it yesterday for you, Thursday for me. And that would be it. So if you still like this project, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. I'm still on the fence about the color. I still think it's going to be blue and some kind of white. But I think I'm going to do an accent in green on my closet so that I don't have to paint the chair. If I keep the chair green, then it will match if I have a green wall. But a different green from what I have, which I think you can see. This was called Grapevine, and it is way too dark, so I'm looking for a totally different color. And by the way, it will be flat paint, not eggshell. I want flat paint this time around. So, still working on the colors. The wood for the floor, we're not going to pick until we have all of the wood here stained, so we can get an idea of what is the best color. I want something deep and rich. It's probably going to be in the cherry family or dark oak. We'll see, but it's not going to be light. Plus, it's got to somewhat match what I got in the staircase, which I don't know if you can see from here. I probably can't. It's I think this was mahogany as a color. Can't remember. I would have to go back to the video, and I can't even remember when I did their staircase. So again, thumbs up if you liked it. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at My Great Challenge. If you like my t-shirt designed by Scott, you can go and get channel merch at My Great Challenge Gift on Etsy, and then vintage finds on Etsy as well under Frenchie and Tubby. That is my little side hustle. If you've been with me for a long time, you know that I enjoy doing that. So I guess you'll check it out. And that would be it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, it's me. And guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. But don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.